Guys, we have an article that we need to go over right now, which hopefully won't get us banned or at least copyright struck. Marathon NDA Playtest 3 leak reveals new details, new runner and abilities, multiple Marathon ship maps, UI overhaul, and more. This is an article here from Abdullah Jawad. This is with the Marathon Bulletin. And as far as I know, there should not be any actual images on this, so we should be safe. Bungie's latest closed playtest for Marathon is reportedly leaked online, revealing a new runner and abilities, multiple Marathon ship maps, and more. Bungie's extraction shooter Marathon is still in closed testing after the studio officially delayed the previously announced September 23rd, 2025 release date. God, dude. It's just crazy to me that this game was supposed to be launching in like literally a few weeks. It's crazy to me. And I don't really think it was a good release window to begin with, considering I know it's an extraction shooter, but you know, you've got Borderlands, you've got so much Destiny stuff happening. Had it launched right here, guys, had it launched on September 23rd, even just in the Destiny community, just the Destiny community, you would have been competing against Destiny Rising's contest mode for their raid, the Epic raid and its contest mode for that weekend, and then of course Borderlands, which has a big blast radius too. In a development update, the dev team said it needed more time following alpha feedback and promised another update this fall with a new release date. Since then, Bungie has been conducting regular monthly playtests for Marathon. After 2 summer playtests, the developer ran closed playtest 3 this past weekend from September 5th to the 7th for the game, another invite-only session under strict NDA. Yeah, I've been seeing multiple comments like on Twitter and stuff, people saying that it's really good or greatly improved, but of course can't talk about it, but it seems like people have leaked it. But just like with earlier tests, it looks like some of the details from this latest playtest have been leaked online. New Marathon details from closed playtest 3. The information comes from a known Destiny 2 data miner and leaker on X, formerly Twitter, named Dixony. Over the weekend, they posted a long thread breaking down the contents of the latest Marathon build, which is part of Bungie's closed playtest 3. The post, now taken down by Bungie, includes detailed written descriptions of the unreleased content, but no gameplay videos or screenshots. That said, the same user also shared a few supposed in-game images from this PvP-focused playtest, which have since been removed. According to them, Bungie issued a DMCA takedown specifically targeting those visual assets. Yeah. Guys, it's not Bungie, by the way. I'm just going to let you know, at least from my conversations, Sony's doing this shit. If you leak anything, like actual images or videos, they coming after you. In the past, Bungie's actually been, I think, pretty chill about leaks. And, you know, because like, take for instance, like Destiny, like things get data mined all the time. But with Marathon, and now this big art scandal and everything that happened earlier this summer, there ain't no chances being taken, brother. I'm just saying, leak at your own risk, right? Below, you can check out a full breakdown of the leak details, major UI changes, faction overhauls. Per leak details, it looks like Bungie has fully overhauled the UI of the faction screen, now showing off fully redesigned advisors and visual elements. All 6 factions were available in this playtest. For those unaware, these include Cyber Acme, Neocaloric, Traxxas, Mida, Arachne, and I'm not even gonna try, Sekiguchi. Each of Marathon's 6 factions was available to interact with in this test, letting players take on contracts. Based on the leaked information, all faction advisors have received a total visual overhaul. All 6 of these factions now feature a super fancy 30+ second pre-rendered intro cinematic. Very nice. Which replaces what we saw from the previous tests. According to the leaker, they look fantastic. All right. Building it up. Cosmetics from playtest 2 removed. Interestingly, all cosmetics from the previous test were removed in this build. Testers only had access to default skins. The new runner, more on her below, had her skin labeled as default skin 1, which can hint at multiple variants shown down the line, possibly even multiple defaults to choose from in the future. Oh, if there's money involved, you damn right there's going to be more skins. Oh yeah. What this is just base look, all right? There's going to be, you know, it's going to get real sussy at some point, but at least it's just visually just way more appealing. You know what I mean? Is there going to be a Gunner runner? Oh yeah. I would definitely assume so. What's Bungie? It'd be some small levels of goon. They're not going to go full goon, but yeah, there's going to be some Gunner skins. Look, man, power to Marathon people. I hope you guys, Bungie obviously wants to, you know, to create a community over there, and I hope it works out. I really do. But based on the previous alpha, who were the people that were actively still playing Marathon after the initial drop? When it first dropped, that first 48 hours, yes, you had people from all over, from different extractions playing it and whatnot. But who were the people that were still playing it a week after it came out? Destiny players. Many Destiny PvP players. Primarily because they haven't gotten any updates inside of Destiny's PvP. But many of them were Destiny players. Marathon Icon Runner overview and abilities. In Marathon Playtest 3, Bungie reportedly added a new runner to the roster. Icon, codenamed Thief. This is the same character Bungie teased in earlier promotional material, and based on our findings, we can confirm that Icon is the official name of the previously codenamed Thief runner in Marathon. Now here's a quick breakdown of Icon's abilities in Marathon based on the leaked description. Ability 1, Grapple. Works like Pathfinder from Apex Legends. Ability 2, X-Ray Vision. Lets the player see loot containers through walls, highlighting them based on the rarity of the highest rated item inside. Also shows enemy outlines that refreshes every few seconds. It works through smoke, but unclear if it works through solid walls. Damn, don't we already have a character in Marathon that has wall hacks? Ability 3, Loot Stealing Drone. Fires a retractable grapple at enemy players and pulls the rarest item from their inventory. What? Dropping it nearby as a loot bag. You can't pull it directly into your own inventory. You still have to pick it up manually. Now that's some shit. That's some shit. Can you imagine running around? You got like some hot legendary weapon or something, or some like version of an exotic, and someone yoinks that shit? I don't know, man. There's got to be a way to protect something, you know, some of your stuff, or you're just gonna have people just literally just running that. This game is rage bait. Oh, can you imagine having a tier 5 weapon inside of Destiny and someone can just steal it? Man, that's the new Gambit update, by the way. New details about UESC Marathon ship map. According to the leaked information, Marathon Playtest 3 started with the Outpost map on day 1, now featuring improved visuals and new environmental hazards where sparks rain from the sky, dealing damage over time and increasing player heat meters. Later in the test, a new map was added, Cryo Archive, set on the UESC Marathon ship itself. This is the first time the Marathon has been accessible in a playable form. It seems the ship is split into multiple maps rather than one big map. Per leaked details, this map had puzzle-like elements, sections that require keys and other objects to unlock, which were teased by content creators following the gameplay reveal, and areas that were clearly still in development with unfinished art. We got to play a version of this, and it was very unfinished, very unpolished. But I agree with everyone else that has played on that map. It was the best experience out of all the different maps we got to play on. So I was saying, like, Bungie this shouldn't be a situation where they're like, hey, we're going to roll out the Marathon map, you know, 3 to 6 months after the launch of Marathon. It needs to happen. Like, it needs to happen at launch. They need to just blow their load right there on the spot. Now, while those fit compilers were seen in this build, according to the leaker, they are apparently in the game files. Other changes and small details are previous cosmetics were disabled. Silkworms, the pink cat, are reportedly in game. Cryo Archive map aesthetics match the rest of the game, but still need major art passes. Now, it's worth mentioning that none of this is officially confirmed. These leaks are based on an NDA-locked playtest and could change significantly by launch. Bungie clearly sees this as sensitive material and has already issued DMCA takedowns in response to some of the posts. Alongside Playtest 3, Bungie is also launching a 30-day long remote playtest for Marathon starting September the 8th and running until October the 7th. Players are expected to log in daily for an hour or more and submit feedback. Those who complete the full duration will get $500 reward in the form of a gift card. Would you want to play on the Marathon ship? What do you think of the new Icon Runner? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Or do you just want that 500 gift card? The Applebee's. A lot of Applebee's. All right. We'll see. I will say, anyone that comes across images, be very careful. Sony's not messing around here. They will take your shit down. So be very, very careful as far as leaks go for Marathon. They can play tests and fixes as much as they want. The initial hype is lost. They've lost. Guys, I wouldn't say that. Look, man, I think that Marathon, they've got from now and then the rumor release date is going to be March. I think there's a bunch they could do in that time frame as far as polish goes. And I'm not saying Marathon is going to be a huge success. By no means am I saying that. But I don't think it's going to be a flop. I don't think Sony's going to let it be a flop. I think they're going to inject so much into this. And then they're going to inject so much on the marketing side. Once we get into Q1 of next year, you're gonna see it everywhere. Am I going to invest in Marathon as far as my time goes? I mean, depends. I'll probably end up playing it at launch. Will I be able to balance Marathon, Destiny Rising, I guess, since I guess we're playing that now in some capacity, Borderlands, Warframe. I only have so many hours in a day. I don't know how I'm going to be able to mix Marathon. I would say this. I will only play Marathon if it gives me a reason to play. Like, if it truly is something that's unique. I wasn't necessarily into looter shooters until Destiny. I played Destiny, and all of a sudden, looter, it became my game. And so, if Marathon presents something here, maybe. but I just don't know if that's even my kind of game to be. I don't play extraction shooters, guys. It's just really not. They're not really in my same. I wouldn't even say I got a wheelhouse, but they're just not in my vein of the kind of games I like to play. And the other side of things is like there's just so much competition in this space that even if I was a major extraction shooter fan, and there are some extraction shooters I like. You've got Arc Raiders. Oh God, I'm sorry. Arc Raiders next October, and then Exoborn, which is another game that has like Anthem-like movement. It's also a really nice looking extraction shooter. And I want to say it's supposed to be launching around the same time Marathon is launching. But we'll see, man. We're going to see what shakes out. I will say that it was definitely a smart move for Bungie to have delayed Marathon. And I probably wouldn't drop it next to another extraction shooter like Arc Raiders and maybe even Exoborn.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.